Dort misses. The Timberwolves leading. Here's Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. And it's Wiggins missing. Seattle trails by 3. And stolen by Wiggins. Here's Irving. Will not go. This is off the front iron. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Back to Davis. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Davis in the corner. Uncovered. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Irving looking for an opening. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Outside Curry. Back to Irving. Outside Curry. And it's off from three-point range. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Timberwolves lead by 3. And we'll be back shortly. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
That one good for 2. Davis has got 11 points.
And that's a shot Davis will make 10 out of 10 times. He's just so strong inside.
Dort with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Burks on the wing. Takes the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Burks has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Minnesota making a switch. Minnesota with the ball, trailing by 2. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Irving attacking. Screen by Batadze. Outside for Curry. 4 on the shot clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. That's tipped. That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession.
Well, a risky pass there, and if you ask me, they're lucky that the defense didn't steal that one.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Minnesota with the ball. Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves, and the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
Well, another assist in the career of Holiday. We've seen him run point for a long time.
Ball. Lays it up and banks it in.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
And it's Davis missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
Dort wide open. No good from outside. Minnesota with the ball. Ball with it. Now Green defending. Outside ball. 5 to shoot. For the 3. And that's good. Stephen Curry for 3. Curry's got 7 now in this quarter. Master Burks to end the run, and he gets the jumper to drop.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Here's Thompson. Inside, Klay Thompson.
Known as a shooter, Thompson's size allows him to score inside as well.
Davis inside. Knocked loose. Timberwolves leading by 5. It's Curry outside. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Back to ball. Timberwolves passing it around. It's Curry outside. Traps in the tray. And now an 11-point Timberwolves lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Master Burks. Beyond the arc. Excellent D there from Ball. Here's Minnesota. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
And Brian Key wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And Seattle making a change here. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, and that can be as difficult as anything.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, the league is hoping for more competition for the All-Star game, and one idea to motivate the players is more prize money for the winning team. It worked for the Emirates Cup. The All-Star festivities drive revenues and publicity for the league, so those that are advancing this suggestion say, put some money on it. Back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Seattle trails by 15. A 3 for DiVincenzo. And once again off the mark by Seattle. Outside Curry. Barnes the screen. Curry's shot is off. Outside Green. Pass to DiVincenzo. To stop the drought. Rebound Minnesota.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
And here is Curry. Fires away from way outside. No points there. 9 for 14 from the floor, but still shooting 64% this game. Pass to DiVincenzo. Hits the three-point bomb. DiVincenzo's got 5.
Excellent possession there. If you set up DiVincenzo, it usually leads to points.
Now, here's Ball. He has 6. Drives to the hoop. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Back to the action in just a minute. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Seattle. A 12-point game. Their next game is in San Francisco, so a road game with the Warriors. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. And good depth for the Timberwolves. It can be challenging sometimes, Stan, choosing who plays and who sits.
Well, Kevin, that's the kind of problem you want as a coach. But they've traded away a lot of draft capital to assemble this roster. Now it's about paying them to keep them together.
Outside Irving. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Dort.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Oh, how about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Outside Irving. A three-pointer, no good. Seattle trails by 8. Outside, Dort. A 3 for DiVincenzo.
That's a gutty rebound in traffic. Great effort.
Oh, my goodness. AD wanted them to feel that one. Davis moves his whole team with that explosiveness.
So they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
The Timberwolves working the ball around. Back to Irving. Taken away by Holiday.
Well, that's just great awareness. He was ready and took advantage.
Here's Dort. Off target with his 3.
Familiar results for him. He can't get anything together.
And what a powerful player Wiggins can be. Dunks like this remind you of that elite level athleticism.
It's Dort on the wing. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
You want your team to be aggressive on the glass, but he was a little too zealous for that rebound.
Yeah, but I don't mind a guy battling down low. Let him know there's not going to be any easy rebounds.
Curry from deep three-point land. Can't connect from long distance.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
And the wide-open shot from DiVincenzo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Listen, when he entered the league, DiVincenzo was not a great three-point shooter, but he certainly worked himself into it.
Pass to Curry. Back to Irving. Clock at 4. Fires from deep. Bullseye! Curry with a deep 3.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight, not wasting any chances, really using his head.
And it's Davis missing. Minnesota leading by 8. And you talk about the rise of three-point shooting, Coach. Damian Lillard has been at the vanguard.
Yeah, I think what Damian Lillard has done, he's been one of the guys, one of the few guys in this league who changed what we think about three-point shooting. Because of his range, he shoots it from deeper than we're used to with most anyone else. And he shoots it off the dribble more than he shoots it off the catch. Damian Lillard's one of the guys who has changed the NBA.
Clock is at 3. Seattle needs to get off a shot. Seattle missing again.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Stolen by Holiday. DiVincenzo with it. Now defended by Wiggins. And it's Davis missing. Irving with the ball for the Timberwolves. Good. Irving's got his first basket.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
And stolen by Wiggins. Pushing it up. Outside for Curry. Back to Irving. A three ball. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Seattle trails by 13. Can they get it? And he slams it one-handed.
Well, I love seeing DiVincenzo be opportunistic on offense. He's very effective when he seeks out his own shot.
Pass to Wiggins. Outside Irving. Back to Curry. Curry! Oh, what else is new?
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
44 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Right side Irving. On the wing, Irving. Pass to Wiggins. To the paint. And a wide open look for Irving. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Some of the fastest hands in the league right now. Kyrie knowing he has to get rid of it.
And here is Green. Covered by Barnes. And that one's good. Green.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Outside Irving. Wiggins outside. The tray. The shot will not fall. For the finish. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keith. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Brian Keith was saying to the team. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team, everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Here's Joe. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the glass.
Too long in the paint, he's hit with a 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Well, if you ask a coach, what do you want out of your players? The answer is often effort, ability, and selflessness. Drew Holiday has all of those and more.
That gives him his second 3 of the half, with 3 total for the game.
Pass to Wiggins. Outside Curry. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Now here's DiVincenzo. The jump hook. In deep, Davis drops it in.
And with all the different things he does, you expect AD to put up points every night. He's a lot to handle.
Wiggins outside. Back to Irving. Pass to Wiggins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Irving. Lets it go from deep. Seattle grabs the miss.
Well, with this team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
The Timberwolves working the ball around them. It's stolen by Green. Here's DiVincenzo. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
Well, DiVincenzo gives you a lot. He plays both ends, runs the floor with effort, and he has the mentality of a winner.
The key thing, Coach, that Donte DiVincenzo brings to a team is that coveted 3-and-D skill set.
I agree with that, Kevin, but he brings so much more. He can now play off the dribble and make plays for others, and I think the most underrated thing on a lot of players who become great is Donte DiVincenzo is both very smart and very tough.
And there's the call on Donte DiVincenzo. That's his third foul of the game. Pass to Wiggins. Outside Irving. Sinks the triple. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and hitting them up.
Now Curry. There's the three. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. DiVincenzo with it. Dort, left side. Left side, Davis. Back to Dort. 4 on the clock. That's in there. Davis with the assist. 9 points for Lou Dort.
Well, after a scoreless first half, he's turning things around here, looking much more aggressive.
Kyrie misses the three.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Here's Davis. Now DiVincenzo. Irving with the steal. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Davis. Green outside. Now Davis. Lopez with the steal. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity.
Second team foul.
Pressure-packed free throws, but he stayed calm and nailed it.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Here's Wiggins. Barnes outside. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Lou Dort. Good.
What a shot by Dort, keeping his cool and finding his team a bucket.
Here's Curry. Now Wiggins. Barnes. What a response. Hitting a three of their own.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Lou Dort. The three goes down.
Big make for Dort. That is his bread and butter. Nails the three from the corner.
Now Irving shoots the three. He drills the three.
And you gotta admire Irving in these situations. Doesn't let pressure overwhelm him. In fact, he embraces it.
And here is DiVincenzo. Here's Davis. Oh, the dunk!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Curry outside. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Now Holiday. Lou Dort. The putback. Hustles for the rebound and guides it back in.
stepping up. Davis is a fantastic option late. You know with that height and skill set, he's going to get a good look.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And the second of 2 is good. That ties the game up.
Well, he's got to be disappointed that he wasn't able to take the lead, but at least he evened things up.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Now Davis. Lopez with the steal. Outside Irving. Here's Lopez. For the win. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. From Target Center, back in a moment. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one.
Here we go.
Now here is Holiday. And he misses the J.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
Holiday with it. For 3. Drained from outside.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
And he gets it, 1 to go.
And this is why Wiggins has become an efficient scorer, doing a much better job with his shot quality, and loves now to attack inside.
So here's Burks. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Davis. Lopez with the steal. Irving drives in. Stolen by Holiday. And the 3 misses. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Irving. Here's Lopez. And that one falls.
Well, when you need a bucket, a vet like Lopez is a great option. Nothing phases the former NBA champ.
George. That's why you follow your shot. What a play.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives a coach crazy to concede second chance points.
A great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
Barnes outside. Buries the deep ball.
A dependable distributor. Irving is adept at seeing the floor and making the pass.
Here's Dort. Now Davis. Pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home.
Go get it, big fella. A basket they needed desperately, and Davis delivers in the clutch.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Lopez puts down the rebound. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Taken away by Holiday.
What a steal, and really what a time to come up with it. That's rising to the occasion.
Driving to the basket. Davis. Got it.
Easy shot for him. They'll take that every time up the floor.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
Not sure they have enough time for the catch and shoot here. Only hope is to try for a tip in off the inbound. They've got their work cut out for them on this possession.
So a close